Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. We're back at the base this morning, guys. We did some work here around the base last night. We watered everything, put some fertilizer in here. This cotton desperately needs to grow. We need it desperately. The tomatoes are watered. They don't have any fertilizer, so hopefully that's not a deal breaker today, but we'll see. Um, we do have a couple of ceiling tiles made. We want to get those placed this morning because, we need it. We need to get all of this stuff done eventually, hopefully, and stop building so much on these towers. Although we're probably going to build a second story on them just to make it look good. But, we'll get it at some point. Number 6, let's rotate it just a bit. And I think that'll be okay. And now we have all of this closed in a bit. And I think that's a bit nicer having that done because, I don't like the big hole in the ceiling. So what we're going to do this morning, because we don't have a lot going on, we do have some power being generated. I think we need power being generated. We do because we have everything to craft another solar panel or potentially a wind turbine. Um, Probably should, if we can get the mass, craft the wind turbine because we don't have one and it's constant power even during the night. It doesn't provide a ton of power through the night, but some is better than nothing, right? Let's just refill the generator because it's still running and we want that to continue. So we're just going to refill it. We only have 2 pieces of biofuel left, guys. That is why the hunting is so important in the game. That's why I need that recurve bow. That's why I would love to kill this wolf. So what we could do, because we do get fat from it, but we also get killed from it as well, is we could do a bit more cougar hunting today, like just straight across the water here. Just kind of, do that. But I'm not quite sure that's the best move for the day. I want to be able to get the mass production going, but I don't want the fridge to go out either. Let's just turn that on. And hopefully that'll help a bit. I mean, I know the base is providing some mass as well, but hopefully we can let that run for just a little while we do a really, really quick loot run. And maybe that'll be okay. I would love to kill wolves, guys. I'm desperately needing the double barrel or the recurve bow or something along those lines. I really, really want that. Hey there, wolf. How's it going? Can I tickle your ribs with this arrow? Then maybe we'll shoot it with the pistol one time, and I think that should be good. Well, if we could hit it, I think it would be okay. So we wasted some ammo there just by our poor shooting. So 2 arrows for the wolves and a pistol round, provided you can hit it. And you get some meat and you get some cloth and you get some fat. Not bad. Because killing the small game is lovely. It's only 1 arrow, but you don't get any of the extras. Like you don't get the better quality meat. You don't get the fat. And you don't get the cloth unless you kill a rabbit. But not always do we kill rabbits. We're not going to get too far from the base, guys, because we do have that mass fabricator running. And it doesn't take long for that thing to drain all of your power. And we don't want that to go on because we don't want to lose the fruits and veggies that we have in the refrigerator. And we don't want to lose the tiny amount of meat that we do have there as well. I mean, yeah, we do have a couple of liver. Not great, but some. And of course, it would rain today when we spent the time yesterday to refill the plant beds. Never fails, right? So today we're just going to hang around the base fairly close today, guys, and do some work. We did finish putting the ceiling on, which was great. And we also need to, try to get that mass up so we can get a wind turbine. This is when the wind turbines are great during the storms. They do provide more power during storms, which is nice. which makes sense to me as well. Let's just grab the loot when we do find it because, you know, we need loot. And then more plant fiber. We did spend a lot of plant fiber overnight crafting 4 or 5 fuel bricks because we didn't have any wood after I spent all the wood in the base crafting planks to make ceiling pieces. So we're going to grab whatever we can grab today. I would like to find another wolf that's close by. Maybe I can lead one back to the base. I think that would be okay as well, if we could find one that's relatively close by. You know, killing another wolf wouldn't be bad. The meat and the fat for biofuel is great. You know, there's not a lot of wolves out today. I don't know why. Maybe they heard the news that, you know, I wanted to bring one of them home as a pet. I don't know, guys. But if we don't find a lot of wolves today, a lot of meat, if we don't get the opportunity to do a lot of hunting, I would like to kill a few deer as well. Then what we're going to do is spend some time tonight fishing. And hopefully that will help offset the issue with the meat. Provided we don't just catch the tiny fish that we use for fish oil, mostly. You hear my laundry going, guys? I'm still recording today on Friday for next week, just to make sure we have some content because I never know what's going to happen next week, guys. I really have no idea. Let's just get this done. Okay, a carrot or maybe potentially a carrot seed. Ooh, a crate. And a wolf. Hey there, Wolfie Wolf. 2 biofuel. Well, that was lovely. Come on. You can come home with me. Running along, picking up stuff. We don't want the bear to come home with us. But, you know, if it has no choice, that's okay too. So is everything, like, not chasing us now? The bear's chasing us now, but the wolf is not. I have no idea where the wolf even went. Is he down, like, way down there? Is that him? No, bear, please don't chase me. I would prefer if you didn't. Okay, let's just look now and see what we've got going on. Not horrible. We didn't even have to run home, although we did head in that direction in the event we needed to. We have a liver and a steak. Let's get these back in the fridge, guys, because I do not want these to go bad. We've worked too hard, spent too many arrows trying to get those to let them go bad. Okay, let's just fill up the canteen with water, get back in here and get this cooking. Let's drop off some loot that we have. We have a carrot down here, so we definitely need to put that away. Didn't realize we got the actual carrot and not the seed earlier. That goes in the fridge just to keep it fresh. We do have 3 in here now. We need some more strawberries and blueberries. You cannot grow these. You have to find them. And that will allow us to make some of the jams and things on the stove later when we have the stove and the pot and all of that. Would really love to be able to have all of that stuff, but everything takes time. It really does. And this game is no exception. I don't know why I keep putting things in here that don't go in this crate. All of this stuff goes over here. And the cloth goes in there. Okay, so how are we doing over here? We're at 66 power. Let's turn that off. We have 175 mass. Is that all the mass that we needed to make a wind turbine? I think. Yes, we just need the power. 600, 800 power. I cannot see that from where I am. But we will let that generate. We have rope, I think, or we can at least craft some rope. Let's see what we have over here. We have the cordage. We have the sinew. Let's craft 2 rope. We'll get that crafting. And then we're going to wait on the power. But while we're waiting on power to regenerate, I'm going to leave these guys here. But I am going to head out and do a little bit more looting down that direction. Not going to go too far from the base just because I don't want to get over there and get killed. Because there's lots of people over there. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm going to drop these 4 pieces of biofuel in here that we have. And let that do its thing. And then I'm going to put these guys away just here for now in this first crate. So we'll have it. We don't have any food cooking. We have water cooking, but the water's not that big of a deal. We have these guys for more mass, but we don't necessarily need it right now because we have all the mass we need generated. Very, very lovely. That is one thing I wanted to get done, was to get the mass done. And I think someone also mentioned that all this plant fiber was good for mass as well. And I'm going to have to see how much each plant fiber gives us. And because we have like 400 or 500 ish, or we usually keep that much, which is nice. You know, having that much plant fiber is great because you don't have to worry so much about crafting the fuel bricks and the cordage that you need for building. You can just go in your crate and have it there. That's why it's so important, guys. Whatever you find in this game, pick it up. Even if you don't need it right away, you are going to need it. I promise you, you are going to need everything that is lootable in this game at some point or another. If you don't need it right away, you will eventually need it. If you think you're done with that, you are not. You are not done with whatever you think you might be done with. Unless you're completely finished building. But then there's always outposts, guys. You can always add on to your outposts. You can always add extra outposts in other areas because this map is very, very large and you need several outposts. So there's always like upgrades that need done. There's always all kinds of stuff that you can do. So again, never ever think you're not going to need feathers or nails or wood or anything at all because you're going to need it. Plant fiber, you're always going to need plant fiber. If you have a fire, you're always going to need plant fiber because you can always make the fuel bricks to use in the fire for fuel without having to use wood. I have a lot of iron, or so I think so right now. I have over 200 pieces, but when we start with the ATV, if we decide to go that route and craft one, just for the sure reward of that and for demonstration purposes only, because I don't like it. I don't feel like you can loot as good with it. So I probably wouldn't use it even if we had one. You're really going to go through a lot of resources doing that. You really are. I had no idea when we started building one in the series where I built down on the Southern Lake exactly how many resources were needed. It was just ridiculous, the amount of stuff necessary for that. I don't know if you've built a ATV or an ATV since the update where things like the cost of things has been reduced a bit. If you've built an ATV since then, let me know in the comment section if the cost of the ATV is lowered at all, because it seems like it was just crazy the amount of stuff you needed. Like we probably should get a mining drill going. I think it's a mining drill, an extractor, you know, those things out of the ground, uh, just for zinc, because you need like, I don't even know, like 400 pieces of zinc by the time it's said and done. That's just ridiculous. So even like I mentioned, even if you don't think you're going to need the stuff, pick it up anyway, guys. I promise you will need it at some point or another. There's a chicken. We can get that hopefully for the feathers if it'll stop running. And we can miss it just like that also, you know, not that difficult to miss a chicken. Especially when you don't give it time to stop moving. There's some scrap metal just here. I'm going to grab that. Ooh, a chicken. Another chicken. Hey there, chicken. Missed you too. This is not my day for chickens. I can kill wolves today, but I can't kill a chicken. Okay, we have a pickaxe down here. Let's just go ahead and grab that and get that placed in our inventory. Okay. Ooh, a crate. Just over here. Nice little crate. Not complaining about that. If we can get the wind turbine up and going, guys, we'll start on another lock pick, sorry, pretty soon. So when we find another locked crate, we will have a lock pick for that. Have I already chopped you? Well, I probably have, but they do spawn back. The loot or the logs spawn back in the trees. I don't know if it's twice per day, maybe. I want to think that's right. That seems right. Okay, hopefully we can get this wind turbine crafted today because super excited about it. Okay, let's head back up toward the base. If we find anything good, another wolf would be lovely. We do need the meat. If we don't find a wolf, that's okay as well. We have some meat back at the base. Ooh, a blueberry. Lovely. More scrap metal. I was complaining about that earlier, but it seems like maybe it was all me, but like just not being able to see it. Because we found quite a bit today overall, honestly. Or it seems like we have. We've used quite a bit as well. Crafting the pickaxe, we've used 4 pieces. I know for sure on that. A moose up here. That's lovely. We've not seen one up here, I don't think, just yet. But I love it. I love having the wildlife up here. So let's just get back in here and shut the door to the greenhouse area. And let's check on the power. We're doing pretty well. Wind turbine. I think it's only 600, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's put some more loot away. And then we're going to let the power generate as much as we can while we can. Let's put you away and you away. And then everything else I think goes over here. You didn't go over there. You don't go over there either. Okay. The biofuel, we can put that in here. We're going to need it, guys. We are going to need it. Okay. Let's see if it was 600 or 800. It was only 600, so we can do that. Let's just turn that off for just a moment. Let's grab all of the stuff that we need. You, and I don't even know what all is necessary for this wind turbine, but I really want to get it crafted today and get it placed. So we need rope. We didn't need electrical components. We need scrap and adhesive. We don't need you, but we need adhesive, and we need some scrap metal, and we need the 2 circuit boards over here. And let's get this thing crafted, guys. Very, very excited about it. It's our first wind turbine, but we do need it, guys. We're desperate for it. We need it. We've got to get this done. We are still using quite a bit of power. The refrigerator is 0.12. I'm not quite sure. I think that was 0.11 in the past. Maybe they changed it. So there's that. Another feather. But now we're going to start working on getting enough stuff for another lockpick as well. Let's see if this is still crafting. It is completed. Very lovely. And let's just take this out here and get it placed. Kind of see what it looks like. Check it out. All of the loveliness. All of this stuff is going to go on the roof at some point, guys. I don't even know. Can we even place it here? It cannot be placed here. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's because, it's out of the BCU range. So we're just going to place it right there and get it spinning and doing its thing. And it tells us how much power. Power per second is 0.06. That's lovely. And if we can get the improved efficiency up by 25%, that would be even better. Because I think it would be like 0. Maybe 0.78-ish? 7.5-ish? But that would be lovely. If we could even get it up by 50% by doing both of these upgrades, that would be just beyond perfect. Because 50% of this would be 0.09 total, which would almost be enough to run the fridge on its own. Especially during a storm when these solar panels aren't producing nearly as much power. But now we have, coming into the base, 0.49 coming in. And the harder I think the wind blows, the more efficient it is. So now it's going, it's slowing down because the wind is dying down a bit. So during a storm, these are lovely. And during the time when it's not storming, these are great because we only have like 59% light here, which makes sense because they are, blocked partially by the wall here. But even when we tried putting them on the roof, they did not get as much light. So you're at 59. Now you're at 65%. Are you still at 59%? No, you're at 66%. So obviously, having half of this covered does not matter at the moment. I don't know if it matters when we get the improved sensors, but we need to get that up as well because that will increase these by 50%, which would be 0.03, meaning, it'd be 0.09 total, which would almost be enough to run a fridge in itself as well, which is lovely. Very nice. We could potentially get two of those with improved sensors at a outpost and have enough to run the refrigerator at an outpost so we could have meat and veggies there all the time. Very nice. I do need to start working on a plant bed to take down there as well because we need tomatoes and things down there. Um, that would be lovely. If you're a copper coming in, he's been out on the porch enjoying the weather that I think is just weird for this time of year. So when we got up this morning, it was 49 degrees. It is now 87 degrees on our front porch. That is just crazy. It's no wonder people are so sick. Just the massive temperature swing just affects people's allergies and affects their bodies in such a way that it really, really does make a huge difference. Okay, let's try to kill this wolf. Darn it. I'm probably going to run out of arrows trying to kill this one wolf. I really need his meat, though, honestly. Come on, Wolfie Wolf. It sounds like he's still coming toward me, which is fine because I want him closer to the base over here. Okay, maybe he didn't run as far as I thought he did. That's okay. Hey there, why are you hiding from me? I'm just wanting to play tag with an arrow, things like that. Very, very close, guys. Very, very close. Okay, let's take all of that, get the fat cooking, get our hands washed again, and put the meat in the fridge and call it a day, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're looking forward to future episodes. I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.